Hello everyone, my name is Andy, and this is a new gear day. So yesterday on Valentine's Day, happy belated Valentine's Day to everybody, this arrived. We're going to open it. We're just going to get right into it. This was a Kickstarter I backed a little while ago from this new company, and I can't remember if it's just the company or if it's just the item. It's called the Tula mic. So let's take a look here and see what we've got. A few different things. So the idea with the Tula is that it's supposed to be, nice small box. It's supposed to be a standalone recording device and USB mic. Let's double check this. This piece of paper shows everything I got. So great. So it's supposed to be a USB microphone as well as a standalone recording device. High quality USB mic recorder for today's content creators and work from home professionals. So some of the examples they showed were, better audio with Zoom calls. Was actually a big one that was noted. Basically, a big portion of this is when you do plug it in your computer, this allows you to get around using an interface, is my understanding. Get great sound for Zoom while we're recording. This is what I liked the most, is that if I was at like a park or something like that, I could simply, record. If I was playing for somebody, send a little voice, do a little voice memo to myself, things like that. Obviously, some of that can be done on your phone, but I don't know. I just kind of like the idea. Field recorder for like a reporter. So this is the Tula, and then mine is black. Okay. So I think quarter turn. This comes off. Does it slide this little thing off? Oh, yeah, it is. They make it look so easy online. There we go. It's a good thing that it's smaller than I pictured, but it's definitely a little bit smaller than I pictured. So there's a microphone in there, which is pretty cool. So this is a stand. So if I did this correctly, there we go. So it folds up like that. You can just hold it in your hand and be recording. Otherwise, it's a nice little stand. Ooh ah. With that little quarter turn, it comes off. Reason you'd want to take that off is because there's also a mic adapter in here, so it's got the threads for a mic stand, and that will do that little quarter turn pop on and off there. USB cable, looks like USB-C, great. Tells you about the controls. I believe the skip forward, skip back is so you can do playback, so you can listen to whatever it is you've recorded. I guess that would be my big question is I'd love to just do a simple recording, plug this into a speaker, and then listen to what I've just recorded. But yeah. So it really is just supposed to be kind of a new age awesome all-in-one. Think like a Tascam recorder. Like that's what kind of first came to mind, but a little bit smaller, sleeker, technically way more versatile. Other two pieces that I got. So what did I do? This was part of the, maybe it wasn't Kickstarter, maybe it was Indiegogo, but for I think $20 more you could get a little lav mic, and then I bought a little case. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna spend, I think I got a super deal. This was somewhere in the realm of, I want to say 130. I believe retail is probably around 200, which is still a really good price. But yeah, so for I think $20 I got the little lav mic, and 20 more got the little case. So and my understanding is it's deep enough to hold like the lav mic and all that in there, as well as the microphone itself. So very simple, not too exciting. It does say Tula, ooh ah. So I'm gonna record something, and we will listen to it played back. The other thing, especially for quick recordings or ideas, a lot of design work went into this. I can't remember the gentleman's name. You gotta look it up online. There's a lot of information and a lot of pieces that really did convince me that this would be a cool product for me to try out, especially in lieu of an interface and setting everything up where I can just press record and go. Um, but it sounds like a lot of testing done with a vocalist and an acoustic guitar, which is great because that's some of my favorite recording or my favorite performing anyway. So we'll get something recorded and we'll listen to a sample. Okay, so I've got the USB-C power hooked up to the back of the Tula mic, and I have some computer speakers plugged into this. Now, if I hit record, this actually will go into my computer speakers, and you can hear me through that, which is kind of interesting. So, again, it's a microphone. You can use it to plug into speakers and amplify the sound, right? Now, the green light that you see here, I'm not recording anymore on that, is dictating gain. So it'll go yellow if it's too high. Woo! It'll go red if it's super high. So that's really nice that monitoring is right there. So on the right side, you've got volume, play, pause, stop, and the middle button being record, and you've got a power button down there. On the other side, oh, I'm sorry. The plus minus over here is probably for helping set that gain, whereas this is playback, more playback stuff. So I'm guessing this is volume. I still gotta go through. There's a noise cancellation button there, which will help filter out any excess in your environment, which is really cool, especially if, you're not using this at home in a sound treated room, which I'm using it at home, not in a sound treated room, but you could be outside at the park and that will just help make it so it hears more of you, what's in front of the microphone, not what's around it. So I'm going to try this, so bear with me here. I'm going to hit stop so I'm not recording anymore. This actually will go into my computer speakers and you can hear me through that, which is kind of interesting. So again, it's a microphone. You can use it to plug into speakers and amplify the sound, right? This actually will go into my computer. Let's see if I can get the song I was recording. Maybe. Wait for it. There we go. Hello. Not sure why it's feeding back like that. That's interesting. But anyway, this is the guitar I was recording, and there should be some vocals here in a second. And again, a lot of this becomes irrelevant because you're just hearing this through a computer or a phone speaker, but it's very clear. And excuse my vocals on this track. They're okay. That's what we used to do. Oh, stick. I've got such a good mood. Shit. That's what it turned into. Oh, quit. That's what we needed to do. Oh. Why is it every time I think that I can trust you, you got me turning around? So, I mean, it certainly is picking up everything. It does sound pretty darn clear from what I'm hearing. Again, this is not the best test, but if nothing else, just wanted to get this product out there. The campaign, I can't remember exactly when I joined the campaign for Tula. It was a little while ago. I mean, like anything, it usually takes a few months for something like this to get here. In person, this is, I may have touched on it earlier. One moment. Oh my gosh. There we go. Well, at least that port for the USB-C is very secure, so that's good. It's smaller than I expected it to be, which is good, because it's definitely pocket friendly. This is in my hand. This is super easy to just plug and play. Now, I guess as far as like holding this up, to your face and just doing a voice recording, not super convenient because you've got the stand on here, but obviously you can take that off. So that's kind of a bummer, I guess, that it either needs to be, on the table like this, or, in your hand like this is great because it's out of the way. It still looks sleek, but I can't press record there. That's kind of dumb. But maybe that's just me. So, but quarter turn, stand's gone. I can just slip this in my pocket. Easy peasy. So I'm really excited to get started on this because this is a much more inexpensive way, depending on who you are, to get into recording, especially if it's something fairly simple. Like for me, primarily acoustic guitar and vocals is what I'm interested in, is what I'm after. And even though that was a sample, my voice wasn't warmed up. At a glance, that sounded pretty darn good. So this is something, if I'm able to use this straight up and take, a more or less unedited audio file and upload it to SoundCloud, maybe have them do a smidge of mastering or something like that, I think I'd be pretty happy with that. Just to get my music out there, see what people think, and, then move on to doing something a little more in depth. So thank you for checking out my new gear today. Remember, so again, I think I'm going to guess these are going to retail for somewhere around 200, which 200 does get you the USB cable that comes with it, this stand, and it does include this microphone adapter, which is pretty cool, or a stand adapter, excuse me. So you can stick that on a mic stand and, use it for Zoom calls or podcasting. That's the intriguing part about this. So the lavalier mic can go into this port here, and you can actually have two microphones, so I can talk to my friend and have both voices recorded nicely. I figured for $20, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy a lavalier mic anyway, like otherwise. So might as well get what I hope and assume is a decent one for $20. So this is another one of the colors. Let's see what else, if there's a checkbox on here. Simply says black. So they had I think there was a limited run of like maybe a peach or a red, but then they had like a mint, a cream, and a black, and I was like, I like black. Black is simple and it does look pretty slick with the silver. So anyway, thanks for checking this out. Like, comment, subscribe for more stuff. Take care. Bye.